Hi guys, and welcome to Visual Basic tutorial of how to store data into DataGridView, print the data, save the data into MS Excel, reset, delete and exit. So let's enter more data in there. So let's assume we want to add more. So just click on this and enter the following. And the name, let's say the name is Tony Montana. And address number 17 Little Venice. Let's say it's in Lagos. And his mail, telephone number, and date of birth. Let's say is 19, and there we go. There, all we then need to do is just to add his email address. Let's say his email is tony@gmail.com. There. So all we then need to do is click on add new. Okay, and we can save, or we can just go to the file menu in there and save it. So the choice is yours. Click on that, and that will bring up a dialog box asking us to save it. There we go. So I'm going to just give that file a name. Let's just call it, let's say Tony's data, and I'm going to save that straight onto the desktop. Click on save. There, is exported successfully. Click on OK. So if we want to view that very data, I'm going to open up the desktop. So let's open up desktop, and right there, that's Tony's data. Double click on Tony's data. There we go. That's Tony's data right there. You can see the name, and there we go. Those are all the data that we have in there. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Visual Basic Development Environment, and we'll put one of these together. So let's close that. There. So I'm going to click on exit. Confirm if you want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit. So let's start a new project. Create new project, and in here I'm going to select Windows Forms Application Visual Basic. Click on next and give that the name. We just call it VB. Let's see, underscore data grid. Let's say view. So that would be DataGridView underscore ms underscore excel. There, and I'm going to click on create. Okay, development environment is ready. Go straight to the properties. Inside the property, I'm going to change the form to 1386 by 788. That is good. Now let's go straight into the toolbox. Inside the toolbox, drop this down. I need, let me go for menu strip. I need that. I'm also going to need a print dialog. That's my menu strip there. We'll take care of that later on. Let's go for print, the print document. Yeah, and we also need this print dialog, print preview dialog. There we go. So the three objects are in there for me. Now the next object that I want is going to be panel. Drag the panel that much. Alright, I'm going to change the color of that very panel to cadet blue. Cadet blue. There we go. and let's just drag it out much. Okay, I'm going to copy this panel again, just that much, and that's going to be dead center kind of. And let's change the back color of that very panel now to control. Control is the default color. There we go. So that is fine. That's good. Okay, I'm going to add another panel. So that's going to be here. That's going to be for the buttons. Let's change the color of that to colored blue. There we go. Alright, let's just set it that much and bring it right down. Very good. Now let's come in here. Let's grab hold of DataGridView there and bring it right here. That's good. Bring that down. Here, something like that. And I now need text box and labels. So let's pin this down. We're gonna need buttons anyway, so let's grab hold of one button and we'll modify that. So that's one there. And we need labels. Label. We need text box. Oh, wait a minute. We need combo box. One combo box. Then text box. Come right down. There. Now, these three components, I'm going to change the size, the font size of everything to 30. Font, make that 30. And that's going to be 30 bold. Alright, that's fine. Good. So we can get rid of this. I'll move this way. Right, we want this here. Okay, I'm going to copy this. Hold on to the control, click and drag. And we're going to need two more underneath here. Move this down. There we go. And this last two, we just drag it out much. That's going to be for the address and the email. Alright, so we need drag that much. And we need this. There we go. That is good. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, looking good so far. So this, we'll copy this. And this is going to be for my buttons and so on. Hold on to the control, click and drag. We have one there. And another one there. We're going to have to increase the size of this button that much. Right. Okay, now in here, let's change this to maybe gender. Yeah, come right down. So gender. And this is going to be, that will be CMB gender. CMB gender. Then here we can have mobile in here. Or let's do this here. Change this to student ID. There. Okay, I'm going to kind of like speed up the names. So that should have been in here. Student ID. And the text box, this one will be known as TXT, student ID. There we go. And move this here. and this one is going to be txt first name, and so on, guys. And this will be first name. There we go. This is going to be surname. Right, I guess you guys get the whole idea. Just to name it, that's no big deal. And repeat the same thing for this txt, paste. And this one's, we're going to have address and email here. This is going to be address, oops, undo that, copy, and this is going to be txt address. This is going to be email, txt email. And the label will be email. There. Then here we have, let's say we have date of birth, and yep, we can call this one date of birth, txt dob. Yeah, that's fine. And this is going to be dob. There, this is going to be mobile. And txt mobile. There we go, all done. Now let's come here to the buttons, and here that's going to be add new, btn add, that's a new, and this is going to be add new. The text content on it will be add new, space, there. Okay, we just had to speed that up. So those are all the buttons I intend to use. In total there are 6. Alright, so we now need to, so let's put together this menu. So I'm going to select this menu here, and the first is going to be, let's just enter file in there, and underneath I'm going to enter new, just like add new, and right below that let's go for print, then let's save, and we can exit. That'll be all. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so when we run it now, let's see how the whole system is going to look like before we start work with the coding. And that is how it's looking. So far there's nothing happening in here. Alright, so let's exit out. And we double click on the exit button. Let's start work with the exit button. Double click on that. And I'm going to start by entering try cache. And in there I will declare the following. Let's just say dim I exit as dialog result. There we go. And I'm going to now enter the following for the dialog result. So this will be the message that will be displayed when you click on exit. So I'm going to say I exit, which is the variable, equals message box dot show the following. So let's just assume our message is going to be confirm if you want to exit. There, that would be the first argument. Enter a comma. The next one would just be the title. So let's enter add data. Okay, add data and save. That's the title. Now come down enter another comma. That will be the next argument. This next argument is going to be message box button, so I'm going to say dot yes or no. Enter a comma. I'm going to press enter to go to the next line. The next line will be message box icon. There we go, that's the icon in there. The icon will be question mark there. Alright, so that takes care of my message box method. So I will now use a conditional statement. If I exit equals dialog results dot yes, then application dot exit, and that is that. Okay, and in here, if there's any error, I just want the message box to pop up and say something. So we can say, we can ask the message box to, let's say message box show message, and the message is going to be showing is going to be a default message within the system. There we go. So if you want, you can add all of these as well. There. And let's change this to .ok. Yeah, and that's it. And this will just be, let's change that to .error message. There. And that takes care of the exit. And you see this exit, I'm going to copy it, this very function. Okay, and let's go in here. You see where we have the menu. That's the menu. Drop this down. Let's select exit, double click on exit, and just paste that in there, calling, let's just call the function. That's it. Instead of rewriting the whole code, I've just called everything in here. So let's run it and see. Run. And let's see what's going to happen. Click on exit. There we go. No, I don't want to exit. Come in here, try it out. See that? No, I don't want to exit. Let's click on exit then. Alright, that's it. So that takes care of the exit. Okay? Now, let's take care of the reset or the delete. Let's take care of the delete. Back in here, double click on delete. The delete is another easy one, so let's just use a for each row. Let's say as dialog result. No, DataGridView. Let's see DataGridView. Yeah, for each dialog. No, for each role as DataGridView role. Okay, then in DataGridView, let's see what's my DataGridView called. Let's come in here. It's called DataGridView 1. Okay, come back in here and just paste that in here. Okay, in DataGridView 1, let's say dot select. That will be select role because I want you to be able to delete each individual row. So press enter. So we'll say DataGridView 1 dot row dot remove. No. Dot remove roles dot remove, and what we'll remove in that will be row. There. And that is it. That takes care of whatever we have in there. Okay, but we have not been able to add any data, so let's go in here and add, then we can try the delete. So let's come into add, double click on add. So with the add, we just need to say DataGridView role.add. So grab hold of that, paste that in here, dot add, and what are we adding? So the first one is txt student ID dot text, comma. We also have txt, that will be first name dot text, txt surname dot text, txt date of birth dot no, let's go for date of birth first. txt date of birth dot text, comma, txt, and we want, shall we go for the, let me see the arrangement. Okay, we can just go for address and dot text, comma, then let's say cmb gender dot text. Now, comma, txt mobile dot text, comma, txt email dot text. And that takes care of the add. Okay, let's make sure we remember how all of these are arranged. That's how I'm going to arrange my DataGridView. So let's come in here. Alright, so let's click on this small rectangle there, or triangle, and let's select add columns. The very first column I'm going to call that student ID, and the column text will be student ID as well. Click on add. See that? The next one is going to be first name, column text, first name. We have surname. Repeat the same thing for the surname, copy and paste that. Then we have, let's go for date of birth or address, let's say DOB. I'm going to change that around if it doesn't work the way I want. Then I'm going to go for address, add. Then let's go for gender. Then we go for mobile. Right, and email. There we go. I think that is all. So I'm going to close that. But let's enhance the width of email and address so that we have enough room for those. So I'm going to click on, make sure you click on this triangle and click on edit column. So let's come and select email, scroll right down. See, we have 100, so I'm going to make that about maybe 200. Okay, and let's do the same thing for the address. Address, select address, scroll right down. Maybe we'll make that about 200 as well. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright, the next thing we want to do now, let's try it out though. I think that address might be too much. Let's reduce. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. Go back to the address. Make it 150. Okay. Alright. Let's run it and see how that's gonna work anyway. If we are able to add and delete. Okay, let's add student details. And the name is Paul Omen. Oh, gender, male. Date of birth, let's say the 1st of the 1st, and mobile number. That's the mobile number, and address, let's say 17 Little Stanmore. Email. There. Let's see if the add works. Yes, it's working. Check that out. Let's see what about delete. Delete is working. That's nice. Okay, so we have exit, delete, add. They are working. So we need to take care of 1, 2, and 3. Now you see this add here. I need to be able to add here as well. So I'm just going to copy the function in here and paste it there, just like I've done here. Exit. Yep. Okay, now see that's the add. So we can copy the address of add. Copy all of this. Come right in here. Double click on add. Paste that there. Comma. There we go. And that takes care of the add on the menu. So have a good look at the lines of codes. Alright. Now let's take care of one very important part of it. So I'm going to go back to the codes. Right inside the code, I'm going to import the following so that we can make use of the Microsoft Excel. And right there, guys, you need all of these libraries. So have a good look at those libraries. We need them. This would be for the Excel. That will be for the printing, system table, Microsoft Office, and so on. You need all of those. And one more thing, underneath the public class form 1, I'm going to add the following. Let's say private bitmap. That will be used for the print. Let's say as bitmap. There, you need that as well. Okay. Now let's take care of one more thing. Let's take care of the print first. So let's double click on the print button. And right in here, you need the following lines of code for the print button itself. You can also add that straight into something like try cache. The choice is yours, so I'm going to just enter try in there, just for you to capture whatever error you might run into. Just copy the try and paste it right on top there. And in here you can just enter message. Let's say message box dot show whatever error that might be there. Okay, that takes care of that. Now the next thing is, let's come in here. You see the print documents. You now need to say graphic.draw image. Okay, that's taken care of as well. Right, and like I said, you can always put that in try if you want. So you just drag the lines of code, drop it in there. The whole idea is to take care of whatever error that you might run into. So copy that, paste that in here. Now that is print taken care of. Now you see this print function, we need to call that inside the menu. So I'm going to copy that, come straight into the menu, drop this down, double click on print and paste, comma E. So that is taken care of. Alright, so new, let's see new. Yeah, new is taken care of as well. So let's run it and see if the print works anyway. So click on run and see. Let's enter some data in here. Let's say that is Alan Moore. Number 10. Let's say highway, road. Email at Gmail. Okay, it's mail, date of birth, number, and click on add. Let's see if we can add with this as well. Yes, we can. And let's click on print. Very good, the print is working. So I'm going to cancel the print because I don't have a printer on this system, so cancel. And let's exit out. The only bit that is left now is reset and reset and save. There we go. So let's take care of the reset. Double click on reset. So we double click on the reset and I'm going to enter try as well, try cache. First of all, let's say dim txt, whatever we have that has txt as the prefix, and I'm going to say for each txt in panel 2, remember I have 2 panels, dot control there. Okay, and I will always also say if type of txt is a text box, then txt.text we want it cleared, right? And that should take care of my reset. But I also need to reset the CMB gender as well. I'm not going to reset the combo box, so I'm going to leave that. Okay, and in here, message box, if there's any error, I can just copy this. Just copy this one and just paste that in there. The system will generate a message if there's any error. So let's run that and see. Oh, before that, okay, let's just enter whatever in there. And let's see that. Reset. There we go, that's fine. Now let's take care of this. The combo box. So reset is fine. Those are the lines of code for resets. Let's go back into combo. Where's combo? That's combo in there. Inside the combo box, let's come in here. See where we have items. drop that down. The first item will be, let's go for female, ladies first, then we have male. There, that takes care of that. Now finally we need to take care of save. Okay guys, with the save we're going to have to import the following extension. So go to the project here, right here, click on the project and select add reference, and in there what we're looking for is this extension. Select the extension and scroll right down. We need a Microsoft Office Enter up. There we go, that is it right there. But the one we're looking for is that of Excel. That is it. Okay, make sure you click on that and click on OK. There, that is it, done. Now I'm going to add a function, but I'm going to actually speed that up, and right here I'm going to show you guys a function, and right there guys, that is the function, and those are the lines of code that actually execute how we save the data straight into Excel. So have a good look at those. Okay, let's increase that and bring it down so that you can see the rest of the codes. There, and take it right down. This is where we actually call the save dialog. There we go, and that's it. So I'm going to show you guys the function again. Take it from the top. Here we are called private sub save to Excel, and let's bring it up to here, and save dialog, and take it from the save dialog, bring it down. That is it. But before you do that, make sure you also have included this. We don't really need the import system.data table anymore, so I've just commented that out. So I'm going to run it again. Run, and let's try out the whole system. Add data in there, and name, let's say the name is, no, let's say Johnny Davis. Number 21 goes, no, let's say Godson place, and email, that is jdavis@gmail.com, and here date of birth, and it is male, and right here mobile number. There we go. If you notice, I've also swapped this around. The date is now on top and the date of birth there. So all we then need to do is just to click on add. There, you can add as many data as you want, and you can also delete. Okay, just select and delete. Add. You can add using the add new. There we go. Add again and click on save. Once you click on save, a dialog will pop up. So let's hang on for the dialog. There we go. And let's give it a name. I'm just going to call it Johnny's data. Johnny's data. Save it on my desktop. Save. There, successfully saved. There, I'm going to open up my desktop and let's see Johnny's data. Desktop, right there. There we go, Johnny's data. Double click on that, and there we go guys. That is everything saved on or saved into Excel, the spreadsheet. So with that guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial, but before I leave, there's just one thing I didn't show you guys, and that is saving this. It's the same process. I actually call the function, so that's it. So let me show it to you guys. So come right in here, don't save. I'm going to come right in here, double click on it, and that is the function that I called. Okay, and with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed, and please do subscribe to this my second channel. So with that, guys, I'm gonna say bye for now. You all have a nice day now. Bye.